Hello, hello. I'm Michael's son. Thanks so much for being here today. Excerpt 13 of Letter 2, which we will read today, reveals the initial teachings of Jesus of Nazareth. In addition, of course, to the teaching that followed the healing of Miriam and Zedekiah's son at Capernaum. Man creates his own life of suffering, but the life of the Divine Father dwells within him, albeit hidden, a life that is only abundance, protection, satisfaction of all needs, good health and happiness. Please enjoy the reading. Letter 2, Excerpt 13. Narrative of his teachings. Man creates for himself a life of suffering, but within man dwells, hidden, the divine life of the Father, which is abundance, protection, satisfaction of all need, good health and happiness. As I climbed down from the cave, I came to a large rock overlooking a steep precipice. When I sat, I was able to look down over the town we were to visit that day. I did feel that perfecting process, that making whole impulse, the Father surging through me, and I longed to share it with others before the problems of daily living should swamp it, and it should lose its power and driving force within my human consciousness. My disciples joined me a short while later. On entering the town, they spoke to the people and directed the gathering crowds to move on to sloping ground beyond the dwelling places. Standing on a large rock among them, I began to speak. I found that the passion and the joy, the yearning, longing and conviction were all spontaneously poured into the words I spoke to them. You are sorely pressed down and weary. Your tasks grow heavier as you get older. Your bellies are often empty. Your clothes get threadbare. People make you angry, and you feel there is no end to your trouble and heaviness of spirit. But this is not the truth concerning your existence. Your lives were intended to be very different. If you could only see beyond your feelings, if you could only lift your minds to make contact with the Father within you, you would be able to see and know what your state of existence should be. You would realize that you were created to enjoy abundance, protection, good health, and happiness. But because daily you live in fear of good and evil and believe and expect these more than you believe that the Father is abundant life and love within you, supplying you with all things necessary for health and well-being. It is your most feared good and evil experiences you attract into your lives and bodies. Your beliefs in good and evil obscure, cloud over all that the Father has in store for you if only you will believe in Father love. You judge your todays and expect of your tomorrows what you have experienced in the past. Therefore, the ills of your yesterdays are continually repeated in the future. You are enslaved by your memories and your undeviating belief that what was past must return again and again to burden and wound you. You do not need to heal your bodies or try to make your lives better. You need to heal your beliefs. I have told you there is nothing solid under the sun. If you could heal your beliefs, bring your beliefs into line with the Father's true intention for you, the wrong beliefs governing your bodies and lives would dissolve like mist in the sun. Your every circumstance would immediately come back to the divine intention behind all creation. You would find that for every difficulty, for every lack of every kind, there is always a means to end the difficulty, There is always a filling of your basket to meet your need. What do you think happens when the sick come to me and I lay my hands upon them? Am I thinking about the illness? Am I wondering if the person will be healed? Am I afraid the Father may be sleeping or is so far away I cannot be heard? No. If this were my disbelieving thoughts, there would be no healing. When a person approaches me for healing, I immediately rejoice because I know that the power which is the Father is within me, ready and waiting to heal the moment I ask. I give thanks because I know that the Father's will is health, not sickness. Therefore, I pray that the Father's will be done in the sick person. As I remove the belief in sickness from the sick person's body and know that the Father's will of health is flowing into the system, so does the appearance. The appearance of sickness change into the reality of Father health, and the body is made whole once more. Sickness is nothing more than a lowering of vitality, a reduction of life within the affected part. Restore, Father, life to the true intention and plan of your system, and this entire system functions as it should. You have been told that God sends sickness, plagues, famine, destruction to nations when they do not keep His laws. You have been told that you yourselves are punished by an angry God for sins you have committed. What is punishment but evil doing under the guise of goodness? I say to you that evil does not come from God. How can God be of two parts, good and evil? It is only in your minds that you conceive good and evil. Only in your hearts do you think and feel it. These thoughts and feelings have nothing to do with the true God, which is the Father within you, bringing you every good thing if you will but believe this is so. It is your belief in good and evil, and the good and evil in your hearts, which brings you sickness.
Hi. So how do you like the reading? Dear brother, and when I say brother, I am of course including you, my beautiful sisters. When I use the word brother and I'm speaking to the people at large, that includes you absolutely. Okay? So, dear brother, take a long, quiet, firm, and brave look at your life today. How is it truly? Are you truly happy? Or do you drag on day after day, buried in fear, anxiety, anger, wishing to just throw all that onto the vulnerable neighbor, be that your children, your companion, your boss, your subordinates, your cat or your dog? Take a look at your life. If you could only make true contact with the divine life which is inside you and which it is you, absolutely, which is your true substance. If you could only make true contact with that for an instant, you would know and you would see that your life was intended to be totally different. Totally different. That you were created to enjoy life, to enjoy abundance, freedom, universal love, good health, protection. Yes. Take a long, brave look at your life, brother. Do not be satisfied with that half or less than half solutions that the church offers you when you go to service, to the religious service on a Wednesday evening, or to church, the last Mass on Sunday evening. What happens the next day when you first open your eyes? You say, oh, another day. My wife, my husband, oh, my children, oh, my boss, oh, I haven't done that assignment. What am I going to do? That debt. Instead of feeling just a wave of joy and gratitude for being alive and enjoying this wonderful life. And that's what should happen every day. Thanks so much for being here, dear brothers and sisters. I love you all. Please click on the button below to subscribe to my channel. Give me a like if you like this video. And thanks so much for sharing with friends. I'll see you tomorrow.